Saturday. I am here in Florida, Central Florida, enjoying the fellowship with the various brothers from various jurisdictions here to support the Most Worshipful Grand Lodge of Florida, and also just to fellowship and in their installation that they're having today. Now, as you begin to come on, so definitely I want you to come on in. I want you to enjoy yourself. I was not expected to come on today, but I'm here and definitely looking forward to and I'm enjoying the fellowship amongst the brotherhood and of the atmosphere that I find that masonry can create. And but I'll tell you, the sisters I've met here, I appreciate you to the grand chapter that's here. You know, continue to do an outstanding job. To the grand able to fellowship there is to Freemasonry. Uh, it is time out for this small-minded Freemasonry, an uneducated Mason, one who doesn't really understand that Masonry is bigger than where she's at or where he's at. I believe that a brother or a sister of the order should get all they can out of being a Mason, out of being an Eastern Star, and travel and enjoy the organization as a whole. If you're not traveling jurisdiction and really just missing out on Freemasonry, I believe that you're missing out on the opportunity to build relationships and to strengthen the order of the Freemasons and the Eastern Stars. I know right now the time zone is like just crazy for me. I'm telling you, like right now it should be about a little after 10, about 10:15. 1:15. Boy, I gotta get used to this time zone. But anyway, for those of you who have come to join me today, please hit the thumbs up button. Please hit the like button. But I definitely want to talk about who are you in the scheme of things? Are you, and what are you doing when it comes to Freemasonry in the Order of the Eastern Star? And I'm asking that question because I've come across brothers of the craft, sisters of the order, have no idea of why they're even part of it. Uncle or somebody else, but why are you part of the organization? What are you bringing to the organization? What are you trying to do within the organization? Are you trying to build bridges? Are you trying to help the next person? Why are you a Mason or an Eastern Star? Who are you in the scheme of things as you begin to fellowship and build within your jurisdiction? Are you going outside of your jurisdiction to build relationships? Or are you just concerned with your own jurisdiction? Are you looking at uh, uh, the true essence of Freemason? Why are you even a Mason? Who are you? Why are you even an Eastern Star? Are you taking upon the points of those sisters, those herons, and really trying to emulate them as the example of womanhood as a Mason? Who are you? Are you trying to emulate Hiram Abiff and what he stood for in the preparation of building a temple? Or are you like the ruffians, who wanted to take and kill the very thing that they was helping to build? Are you like the sisters of the order who come in and try to tear down the very thing that they say they want to be a part of? Who are you in the scheme of things? You really need to begin to question and ask yourself, in regards to the totality of being a Mason and Eastern Star. As you begin to come on, I want to greet everyone. Um, Brother Charles, how you doing? Sam Thornton, how you doing? This Grand Master Sam Thornton, sending love from Harmony Grand Lodge, Ancient Free and Accepted Masons. Greetings, and I bid you greetings from Hosea Lodge number 7. Working question to any and every Mason in Eastern Star. Who are you? What are you trying to accomplish in the order? In the order it's doing just because? What is it about the organization that drew you in? Because once you're here, there has to be a goal. I hope you're just not here just to be a member. Really, I would hope so. But if there's one who just sits idly by and watches to teach, to educate, are you that person? As a Mason, as an Eastern Star. And you have to ask yourself that question. Are you looking? Are you looking in I'm more to Freemasonry in the Order of the Eastern Star and just being a dues paying member? It is definitely more. It is more because once you take upon that obligation, you must realize that you're dedicating yourself to Tony Hawkins, Tony Muhammad, sincerely promise and swear that I will do X, Y, and Z. It's more to it than just that. Please, whatever you do, whenever you have the opportunity, Masons, Sisters of the Order, go back and read that obligation. Especially for the brothers. You took 3 obligations and maybe more, but I'm only talking in regards to the first 3 degrees. Go back, read it, and see what it really says to you. To you, not to your jurisdiction, but what does the obligation say to you? And to the Order of the Eastern Star, my sisters, what does that obligation says to you? Order, go back and see what it says. What does it mean to you be part of the Order of the Eastern Star? Really? And the same thing has to be asked of the brothers. What does it mean? Who are you in the organization? What are you trying to accomplish? Because you, I'm gonna speak from my own personal experience. When I became a Mason, you know, and began to travel, that sort of thing, it had to be more than just being a member for me. It had to be more than that. To be just a member, it was, I didn't get nothing out of it. Just to be a member. But as I began to get into the line to take me to be the wishful master in my lodge, deacon, a steward, a Tyler, I've gotten so much more out of it. But to sit and go through the line to become a wishful master, is it really worth your while? Is it? Now, granted, I know that a lot of us don't have a lot of time to dedicate. A lot of us, we work. There's other issues that lie ahead. Don't give us the fly on the wall. There are things that you can do, brothers of the craft, sisters of the order. There are things that you can do to help strengthen the organization. You can give your instructions. At least you participated. What we don't do is get a lot of participation sometimes. There's only a core few individuals who actually see the organization run. The bigger the organization, individuals, you know, that's there. About this, I was on a live Zoom go through, but definitely within this fraternal order of the Freemasons and the sisterhood of the Order of the Eastern Star. Even I, with my tender as being a member of the organization, I still have to look and see where I'm at within the organization. Who am I? What do I want to accomplish? What do I want to do for the organization that I'm part of? Out of Florida, I'm here now visiting and fellowshipping with some brothers and sisters as they get ready for their installation dinner. Well, no, they're not having a dinner, but the installation in just a little while. So I'm here to bring to the Order of the Eastern Star. But what is it for you? What is it that you bring? I want to hear from you today. If you want to post something in the chat, please feel free to do so, because this is an early morning thing, man. It's it's almost 1:30. It's just early, so definitely, you have to question and ask yourself, who am I? Do I plan to get into the line that sends me to the east? Is that your obligation to yourself? Is that what you plan to do? Or are you just going to be that member who just sit on the sideline? What are your goals? Your inspirations of being in this organization? What are you bringing to the table to help benefit your lodge, your chapter? And my hat is off to a lot of the sisters of the Order of the Eastern Star. And I say that because you really support the organization. You really push the boundaries of the organization. You really do. And I can sit here and say that. Without a lot of the sisters of the Order of the Eastern Star, and I've said this before, a lot of jurisdictions wouldn't serve the Eastern Star, blah, blah. You could sit there and say that. But without those sisters, a lot of you would not survive, period. We're built differently. The sisters are just built differently than the brothers. The brothers may lead, the sisters may follow, you know, but you have to, as an organization, be able to lead the sisters and guide them along the way so they also may prosper. How is it that you're going to be a leader and you're not prospering those who are with you? Your organization must prosper if you're going to find your way in it, to help build it up, to help strengthen it, to help solidify exactly who you are in the picture of Freemasonry or the Eastern Star. I'd like to welcome everybody who's coming on. What benefits does Masonry have? What benefits are you looking for? You know, because for me to say what benefits does I have as a Mason is that I've been able to develop relationships with those who have gone through the same ritualistic initiation that I've gone through with different experiences. That is what I've done. That is what Masonry has brought to me. I'm here in Florida right now, visiting with a jurisdiction I've never visited with before, but because of the relationship that. So when you ask, what does Masonry and how does it benefit you, you have to be able to be a Mason in order to really understand the benefits. That's true. You know, for me to say, yeah, you know, Masonry does this and does that, that's an individual thing. As a huge individual journey that you're going to experience as a Mason. You as a Mason. Because I've known if I don't travel, I wouldn't have known them if I wouldn't have reached out or they didn't reach out. I wouldn't have known them. So the ideal of saying what does Masonry has to offer is the beauty of the organization itself. It's true. And when you develop those relationships with other brothers from other jurisdictions, it really opens up other avenues. Other areas may be different. I can only talk about my experience. I've had some good times and some bad times in Freemasonry, but I've had mostly great times. And this is one of those great times to where you're able to go to a jurisdiction that you're really not familiar with along the way that know some of the same people. And that's the beauty of Freemasonry. That's one of the beauties of Freemasonry that I find, that I enjoy. I'm a brother in the struggle that wishes to excel and move on while learning how to be a better man of my community. Absolutely. How can you talk about being a better man and not participate in the resurrection of your community? You know, I've had the opportunity today. I was with the past Grand Master as he gave me a tour of the Grand Lodge. As he drove me around, we had a great conversation, and it was an honor. I mean, for him to say, "Come on, bro, let's take a ride. Let's go get something to eat." And then when we went out, along with the rest of the brothers, it was great. The fellowship was awesome, and that is one of the benefits. That is one of the things that I enjoy about Freemasonry. And when you are able to enjoy the travel as a Mason, and have the brothers assign your passport and you exchange information. To me, other people would probably say, "Oh, you know, you can't, you know, where you're at, you know what? That it is what it is." It's hard to explain sometimes to people the joy and is sometimes is that way. So if you want to be a part of this conversation, you certainly can. You can put it in the chat. Harris, it depends on where you're at, bruh. And what state you're in. I always tell a brother, I don't care what jurisdiction you join, whatever lodge you join, make sure they are ones who are going to teach you the essence of being a Mason. And I say the essence of being a Mason is to respect other brothers of the craft who your jurisdiction may not recognize, but showing respect to the brotherhood, you know, is the thing. Being part and understanding the brotherhood is awesome. But to totally disrespect those who it's all about is totally disrespecting that. I wouldn't join Freemasonry if I could not enjoy that. I'm not able to, as an individual, to enjoy the company of someone else who's not in my jurisdiction. It's crazy how people become Masons and Eastern Stars, and they'll tell you to your face, well, I can't fellowship with you. Well, who told you that? Well, my jurisdiction, they don't recognize you. Okay. And what about you? This is not about your jurisdiction. What about you as an individual, as a Mason, as an Eastern Star? What about you? What is your opinion? Do you think that's right? What is your opinion? Do you think that you should be able to fellowship, hold conversation? What is your opinion? Because your opinion matters. It matters. It does. And then you have to question that. I believe as a Mason, I should be free to speak, free to go and fellowship with whom I, as an individual, consider to be a Mason or an Eastern Star. Let me tell you something. In that obligation that you took, brothers of the craft, in that obligation that you took, sisters of the order, it did not name a specific organization. You know, your obligation, because doesn't it start off like this? My name, before this wishful lodge, erected to who? Dedicated to who? It starts off like that. Now, now I would say this: not all obligations are word for word the same, but in the beginning, it states that your name, repeat after me. It states that all obligations start off like that, and it goes on to other things. So appreciate your organization, help to build it up. Be the ambassador of your organization. Be the example of your organization. Just don't be a dues carrying person who just pay dues and they do nothing else. Get involved. Your time is precious. It's something that once given can be returned. That is one of the most awesome gifts you can give anyone is your time. Watching me right now, I said thank you because that's precious. Because you can be doing something else right now. But you decided to tune in and say, I want to see what this brother got to say. And I say thank you for that. And if I can help you along the way to reach the potential that you want to reach, if I can use this platform to help strengthen you along the way, I don't care what jurisdiction you in. That's the problem a lot of times. We get too involved with other people's jurisdiction. What I care about is your success. What I care about is what you accomplish as a Mason, as an Eastern Star. That's what I care about. As one who has enjoyed the craft, as one who's grown to say, you know what, a lot of this other, that's what I want for you. But what do you want for yourself as a member of the organization, Eastern Star Freemason? What do you want? Who are you going to become within the organization? Are you going to become just a dues paying member? Are you going to become a point on the star? Are you going to become the associate matron? What are you going to become? What are you going to contribute to the betterment of the organization in this time for that? I'm just going to pay my dues and I'm just going to kick back and chill. Are you going to be the grand lecturer, one who brings forth information and teachings to the organization? Are you going to be the grand junior deacon, a junior deacon? What are you going to contribute to the betterment of your? I think we should do more volunteer work. I'm like, dude, necessarily see the workings that we do here locally because you drive trucks for a living. You're all over the country, seeing and talking and delivering and doing. So when you say that, bro, and see what we actually do, because apparently you missing the picture. You on the go. You're on the go. So that is missed. However, if you was here, then you can actually see the works we do in the community. you know. So you have to ask yourself that. Greetings, everyone. The foolish division, political parties, is not in our obligation. Rituals, others, universal writings. Absolutely. Greetings, Grand, all the brethren. This is past Grandmaster Laco. Being around brothers and sisters who have a character that has been vouched for. Oh man, Shady Daddy, Slim Daddy, I like that. Missouri EA, I'm excited about this journey. Brother, let me tell you, Brother Davis, absolutely be excited about the journey. Bruh, is nothing like the journey and the brothers of the craft that you will meet along the way. It's beautiful. The extent, in my 30 years, 30 more than 30 years, but I still have the enthusiasm and the zeal as an EA because of brothers like you. To see another brother start the journey is exciting to me. To see a brother become an officer is exciting to me. I don't care what jurisdiction you're in, because you have said, brother, I'm on this journey. We're all on that journey. And to see you move and grow within Freemasonry is exciting to me. That's what I get. And to all other brothers and sisters of the order, being here in Florida, I said thank you. It is indeed an honor and pleasure to be in your midst. We're getting ready in about another 30 minutes. We'll be doing the installation. Make sure that I take pictures. I may even try to go live for the installation. I don't know, but that's something I have to look into. But because this has been great, it's been totally awesome. It's about 1:48. So I got just a few more minutes to be with you. This is going to be something short today because I got to go get dressed. But man, it has certainly been a joy to just definitely dig deep, be in. Stay excited, hungry, my brother. Not only will you meet plenty of amazing people, you will learn who and what you truly are. Absolutely. If I told you about some of the craziness of being a Mason, and as you grow in this organization, as you move up and what it's going to do, you'd be like, nah, Brother Hawkins, no, But I'll tell you, your thought process will definitely change if you indulge yourself in the philosophy of Freemasonry. Your thought process will totally change. I would say that 110%. Once done research on, differently than anybody else. I was watching a movie, the Green Lantern. I was watching that movie, and when I first seen the movie, it was a great the other day. Man, I seen so much symbolism as far as Freemason was concerned in that movie. I was like, how could I miss that? And I did, because I looked at the movie from an action point of view instead of sitting down and watching the movie. And once I began to watch the movie, I was like, oh man, this is beautiful, Because I would tell you this, most of us are entertained by the action in a movie. But movies are there to show you some things that you may not necessarily see or agree with. That's what I find. They put things in movies for a reason. And I'm telling you, movies are full of symbolism and things that are going to happen. They are. You just have to be aware about it. And what Masonry does for me, it makes me aware of those things. It really does. It makes me aware of those things. So look, I'm going to have to go right now. I appreciate those of you who was able to come on cue for your commitment to the organization. And wherever you at, whatever jurisdiction you in, put the time and effort in there to see that your jurisdiction grow. And beauty of Freemasonry in the order of the Eastern Star. So I bid you a great day, and please hit the likes button, hit the thumbs up button, and share this video with someone. Share it and let them know about the organization, two-way street. I don't think the Green Lantern with the Masonic eye, I can tell you, just give me a call. Hit me up at 619-985-1184, Brother Slim Daddy, and I can point you symbolically dealing with Freemasonry. And then you can go back and you can watch it. You know, oh, I'm buffering. Oh man, I'm using the internet from the hotel, so definitely I'm probably buffering a lot. So look, go back, check it out, give me a call, and we can have that. It is that the only benefit is to meet? No, that's not the only benefit, bruh. You have totally missed what I've said. And that's only a small portion of it. That's only a small portion. For me to go into details with you in regards to that, um, it's going to take me a few minutes. And that I don't have right now. But I can tell you, that's just a small portion. I can meet people by myself. But it's just the beginning of the brotherhood. So meeting people is just a small portion. But to understand that you've gone through the same thing that they have gone through to get to this point is the second part. You know, how is it that you can walk up to the next man that you've never met before in your life and you can greet him? And when you greet him, he knows or she knows right away who you are and what you're about based upon the greetings. No other organization can offer that. None. Outside, I mean, universal speaking, that is just a portion of when you say meeting people. Oh man, it's bigger than that. It is so much bigger than that. But when you meet that person and you grip that person, they know that you've gone through a process. They know what you've gone through. And that is the beginning of developing the aha moment in Freemasonry in the Order of the Eastern Star. So look, I really got to go. I appreciate you tuning in. And I look forward to talking with you soon. Peace, be well, and may the Grand Architect always bless you and yours. And to my ancestors,